Man's journey to the space began on October 4, 1957, when the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics (USSR) launched the first artificial satellite known as Sputnik 1. Since then, numerous space missions have been carried out, and over the years, there have been significant rise in the satellites around the Earth to gather accurate and relevant data to perform various scientific researches, weather predictions, military support, navigation, timings, and communications. Since 1957, 11,139 satellites have been launched into space, out of which 7,389 are active as of 1st January 2021 reports. In 2020 alone, 1,283 satellites have been launched, standing as the highest number of satellite launches in a year as compared to all previous years. However, in 2021, almost 850 satellites were sent to the Earth's orbit. Though the number seems fascinating, there is a serious concern behind this pride. These experiments and discoveries may highly progress the sophisticated lifestyle of the human beings on the Earth. But how about the garbage that is surrounding the Earth? Every action performed will be reverting some kind of reaction. What kind of reactions these satellites must be reverting around the orbit? Every object that is launched in the space has its expiry date, such as for lower altitude satellites it is 2 to 3 years and for higher altitude satellites it is 7 to 10 years. After this time span, they become non-functional. However, regardless of their functionality, all the dead satellites, spaceships, chunks of the rockets, including the fragments of the rockets that are formed after collisions, continue to orbit the Earth. In a nutshell, everything that has been launched into space has now become a space junk or space debris. The space junk issue was first came into picture in 1960s. The biggest collision that has ever happened took place on February 10, 2009, when the defunctionalized military communication satellite known as Cosmos 2251 collided with the solar panel of a commercial American communication satellites known as Iridium 33. This collision caused a huge spatial catastrophe, leading out more than 2,000 pieces of space debris with size more than 10 centimeters each. The most threatening danger of the space debris is a single centimeter fragment is enough to destroy all the satellites around the Earth because of its laser fast traveling speed. According to NASA, there are millions of pieces of junk flying in the lower Earth orbit. This junk usually travels 10 times faster than the speed of a bullet. So predicting a collision is also a challenging task. Under this respect, there are high chances of unwarranted accidents to happen which will produce a dangerous amount of space debris, thereby disturbing other active satellites including the International Space Station. It also holds potential to create a chain reaction leading to a mass disaster posing threat to the safety of the people on the Earth. This is the reason why space traffic management and monitoring space debris has become a biggest challenge to all the space research agencies. Recently, the European Space Agency has commissioned Clear Space 1, which is the world's one of the first mission to remove the space junk. This mission is due for launch in 2025. However, this is not a one-size-fits-all solution to clear up the junk because predictions in space are not always guaranteed, and these kind of missions are associated with various political concerns between the space agencies. So the implementation of this mission may create some controversies. And also the anti-satellites that are launched might collide with other debris and create even more debris. The term critical is not just enough to describe the alarming scenarios that are taking place around the Earth. The biggest challenge herein is not for the space research agencies, but for the military operational satellites of each and every country. If you found the video helpful, set out your value by liking, sharing and subscribing. Thank you.